Hello, today I will be deliberating a lecture on tourism, health and healing. I have divided my lecture primarily into 4 sections. They are firstly, exploring the concept of medical tourism in India. Secondly, the role of medical tourism industry and its scenario in India. Thirdly, I will try to shed light on the famous healing tourist destinations in India. Fourthly, I will try to enlighten you all on the strengths and weaknesses of medical tourism in India, which will be followed by a conclusion. According to Sanjay R. Ajmeri in his noted article on medical tourism, a healthier future for India, medical tourism, also called medical travel, health tourism or global health care, is a term initially coined by travel agencies and the mass media to describe the rapidly growing practice of traveling across international borders to obtain health care. Medical tourism can be defined as provision of cost-effective personal health care, private medical care in association with the tourism industry for patients needing surgical health care and other forms of dedicated and specialized treatment. Medical tourism is an emerging concept. Governments all over the globe are highly concerned about their ability to meet their social obligations in the health sector. They are highlighting it as international standard healthcare services at affordable prices. Again, in the words of Dr. Shuman Kumar Dawn and Swati Pal, in their article Medical Tourism in India, Issues, Opportunities and Designing Strategies for Growth and Development, medical tourism is a new form of niche tourism market which has been rapidly growing in the recent years. The term medical tourism is the act of traveling to other countries to obtain medical, dental and surgical care. According to Goodrich and Goodrich, medical tourism is the attempt to attract tourists by deliberately promoting its healthcare services and facilities in addition to its regular tourist amenities. Laws has defined medical tourism as a travel from home to other destination to improve one's health condition as one type of leisure. This includes getting indigenous and alternative medical services and any other form of tourism undertaken with the purpose of addressing a health concern. Connell describes medical tourism as a popular mass culture where people travel to overseas countries to obtain healthcare services and facilities such as medical, dental and surgical care, while having the opportunity to visit the tourist spot of that country. Carrera and Bridges have defined medical tourism as travel which is systematically planned to maintain one's physical and mental health condition. According to General Agreement on Trade and Services, medical tourism is the second mode of trade in health services. In this mode, customers leave their home country to obtain healthcare services with high quality and affordable prices. Bloin et al. Has defined that medical tourism occurs when international patients travel across boundaries for their healthcare and medical needs. It can be defined as provision of cost-effective private medical care in collaboration with the tourism industry for patients needing surgical and other forms of specialized treatment. Bookmen and bookmen have defined medical tourism as travel with the aim of improving one's health and also an economic activity that entails trade in services and represents two sectors, medicine and tourism. Medical tourism, according to Den, is looking for available quality combined with cost-effective and low-price health services while offering a similar level of safety to the patient. It has become 60 billion US dollar a year business with growing rate about 20% by a year, which would increase to 100 billion US dollar by 2012. Medical or health treatment package tourism is a recurrent form of vacationing and covers a broad range of medical services. It mingles free time, leisure, fun relaxation, amusement, and recreation together with wellness and healthcare packages. At the same time, tourists are able to receive an orientation that will help them to improve their life in terms of their health and general well-being. It is like rejuvenation and cleans up process on all levels, physical, mental and emotional. Medical or health tourism is among the fastest growing industries in the world. The major forces driving growth of this emerging industry include the rising cost of healthcare and limiting scope of insurance coverage in developed countries, increasing waiting time for treatments and low cost of treatments elsewhere. According to Sanjay R. Ajmeri, the concept of medical tourism is not a new one. The first recorded instance of medical tourism dates back thousands of years too, when Greek pilgrims travelled from all over the Mediterranean to the small territory in the Saronic Gulf called Epidaurus. This territory was the sanctuary of the healing god Asclepios. Epidaurus became the original travel destination for medical tourism. Our Indian system of medicine like Ayurveda and Unani system of medicine for the same cause were never famous, and peoples from different countries come for their treatment and healings. In Roman Britain, patients took the waters at a shrine at Bath, a practice that continued for 2000 years. From the 18th century, wealthy Europeans traveled to spas from Germany to the Nile. At first, mere traveling was considered to be a good therapy for mental and physical well-being. Spa towns and sanitariums may be considered an early form of medical tourism. In 18th century England, for example, patients visited spas because they were places with supposedly health-giving mineral waters, treating diseases from gout to liver disorders and bronchitis. In the 21st century, relatively low-cost jet travel has taken up the industry beyond the wealthy and desperate. Later, mostly wealthy people began traveling to tourist destinations like the Swiss Lakes, the Alps, and special tuberculosis sanatoriums, where professional and often specialized medical care was offered. In this century, however, medical tourism expanded to a much larger scale. Thailand, followed by India, Puerto Rico, Argentina, Cuba, and others, quickly became the most popular destinations for medical tourists. Complicated surgeries and dental works, kidney dialysis, organ transplantation, and sex changes topped the list of the most popular procedures. People from many advanced countries, including the United States and Europe, see a benefit in traveling to developing third world countries like India, Thailand, Philippines, South Africa, and etc., while combining medical treatments with inexpensive vacation. This trend is now known as medical tourism. According to Dawn and Swati Pal, the main reasons for the growing popularity in medical tourism in India are the long waiting list in the developed countries, and second, the low cost of medical treatments in India than the other developing countries. In India, complicated surgical procedures are being done at 1/10 of the cost as compared to the procedures in the developed countries. The affordable international airfares and favorable exchange rates, the internet with the development of communications, new companies have emerged who act as middlemen between international patients and hospital networks, giving patients easy access to information, prices, and options. The state-of-art technology, specialist doctors, nurses, and paramedical staffs that has been adopted by the big hospitals and diagnostic centers in India. In India, the medical education system also caters to the ever-increasing demand for the delivery of the quality health care services all over the country. To further quote from their study, India has a very old civilization of more than 5,000 years and is known for her cultural and religious diversities with diverse geographical landmarks. The traditional arts and crafts add to her appeal to attract tourists. In India, according to famous words, Atithi Devo Bhava refers tourists are treated as God. In India, in addition to existence of modern medicine, indigenous or traditional medical practitioners continue to practice throughout the country. Popular indigenous healthcare traditions include Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, naturopathy, and yoga. Ayurveda provides a complete system of preventive medicine and healthcare, which has been proven as its effectiveness over a long period in India. The science of Ayurveda is based on the knowledge of the human constitution. If every individual knows his or her own constitution, they can understand what constitutes a good diet and lifestyle for themselves. The 5 great elements, that is, ether, air, fire, water, and earth, are manifested into the 3 doshas or biological organizations known as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These biological organizations are used by an individual to gain a full understanding of all aspects of bodily functions in order to establish the harmonious balance required for a healthy existence. Ayurveda is based on natural herbs, which gives distinct advantage. The Siddha system defines disease as the condition in which the normal equilibrium of the 5 elements in human beings is lost, resulting in different forms of discomfort. The diagnostic methods in Siddha medical system are based more on the clinical acumen of the physician after observation of the patient, pulse, and diagnosis and clinical history. Unani system of medicine believes that the body is made up of 4 basic elements, that is, earth, air, water, and fire, which have different temperaments, that is, cold, hot, wet, and dry. After mixing and interaction of 4 elements, a new compound having new temperament comes into existence, that is, hot, wet, hot, dry, cold, wet, and cold, dry. Unani system of medicine believes in promotion of health, prevention of diseases, and cure. Naturopathy has several references in the Vedas and other ancient texts which indicate that these methods were widely practiced in ancient India. Naturopathy believes that the human body possesses inherent self-constructing and self-healing powers. Naturopathy differs slightly with other systems of medicine, as it does not believe in the specific cause of disease and its specific treatment, but takes into account the totality of factors responsible for diseases, such as one's unnatural habits in living, thinking, working, sleeping, or relaxation, and the environmental factors that disturb the normal functioning of the body. Yoga is a science as well as an art of healthy living physically, mentally, morally, and spiritually. Yoga is believed to be found by saints and sages of India several thousands of years ago. Yoga has its origin in the Vedas, and its philosophy is an art and science of living in tune with the universe. Yoga, the art and science of maintaining physical and mental well being, had its origin in India. It is an instrument to self evolvement and enlightenment through physical and mental well being. Various yogic postures gently massage internal vital organs, keeping them in perfect conditions. Cholesterol levels are kept in check and the blood pressure is normalized. This internal harmony cleanses and detoxifies the body and boosts the immune system. All these traditional healthcare systems are attracting national and international patients and generate tourism flows. As noted by Sanjay R. Ajmeri, India is in the process of becoming the global health destination owing to the following advantages: reduced cost, economical and affordable pricing. The key selling point of Indian healthcare tourism is its cost effectiveness. Price advantage is a major selling point. The slogan thus is First World Treatment at Third World Prices. The cost differential across the board is huge, along a tenth and sometimes even a 16th of the cost in the West. Most estimates claim treatment cost in India start at around a tenth of the price of comparable treatment in America or Britain. The cost of medical services in India is almost 30% lower to that in Western countries and the cheapest in Southeast Asia. Availability of latest medical technologies. The most popular treatments sought in India by medical tourists are alternative medicine, bone marrow transplant, cardiac bypass surgery, eye surgery, and orthopedic surgery. India is known in particular for heart surgery, hip resurfacing, and other areas of advanced medicine. All these medical treatments and investigations are done by using the latest technologically advanced diagnostic equipment. India has a provision and practice of alternative traditional medicine like Ayurveda, pranic healing, aromatherapy, music therapy, meditation, and yoga. Many people from the advanced countries come to India for the upgrading promised by yoga and Ayurvedic message. A nice blend of top-class medical expertise at attractive prices is helping a rising number of Indian corporate hospitals attract foreign patients, including from developed nations, as they have accepted Ayurveda as a medical system and have expressed interest in the Ayurveda curriculum and research. Growing compliance on international quality standards. High quality world-class medical care. Use of world-class implants and consumables. India's private hospitals have gained international recognition for their state-of-art facilities and diagnostic centers. India is competing with Thailand, Singapore, and some other Asian countries which have good hospitals, salubrious climate, and tourist destinations. Foreign patients can get package deals including flights, transfers, hotels, treatment, and post-operative vacation for their visits. The Indian government is taking steps to address the infrastructure issues that hinder the country's growth in medical tourism. The goal has declared that treating foreign patients is legal. It is encouraging medical tourism by offering tax breaks and export incentives to practicing hospitals. The Ministry of Tourism, Government of India has further enhanced the visa and medical visa by extending it from 6 months to 3 years. Thus, the major goal of India is to prosper its business with medical tourism by providing treatment from people around the world at third world prices. Let us now look into the famous healing destinations in India. Various tourist destinations are on the rise in India since time unknown in order to achieve healing from the alternative medical systems. A few main healing places where people travel as tourists for health related benefits are as follows. Gujarat is the sixth largest state in India, located in the western part of India with a coastline of 1600 km, longest in India. It is one of the most popular tourist regions in the country and was visited by 19.8 million domestic and international tourists in 2010-11. Ahmedabad, the leading city of the state, is the most preferred place for medical tour or medical treatments in India. With world-class health facilities and affordable cost, the city is becoming one of the most sought medical tourism center in the country. The 108 service is the highly appreciated medical at doorstep service. More than 1,500 foreigners visit the state per year for various treatments in the state. Ahmedabad Civil Hospital is the biggest hospital in Asia, located at Ahmedabad. There are many new upcoming hospitals coming in the city too. It was in 2006 that Gujarat declared their medical tourism policy. It aspires to be as a medicity in the coming years. People who doesn't reside in Gujarat plans their tour to the state in order to accrue health related benefits. Yoga, Ayurveda, pranic healing, naturopathy, Reiki and so on are a few age-old well-being health strategies underpinned in Gujarat. Gujarat is the home for Ayurvedic treatment with the utilization of natural herbs as well as natural cures in order to advance Ayurvedic healing. World-class doctors' facilities in Ahmedabad, Nadiad, Karamsad and Vadodara offer one-of-a-kind treatment to patients originating from all the places throughout the world. Ahmedabad is known as the Manchester of India. Asia's largest civil hospital, that is named as Civil Hospital, is situated in Ahmedabad. Other well-known health institutions which provide healing to its patients are mainly Apollo Hospital, Sal Hospital, Rajasthan Hospital, Sterling Hospital, Shalby Hospital and so on. Goa is the Indian state in the western part of the country. Its coastline stretches along the Arabian Sea, which makes it a very popular tourist destination in India. The city has emerged as one of the most potential tourist spots on the map of Ayurveda tourism in India. Coconut palms swinging to the rhythm of breeze and the Mandovi River flowing alongside one of the islands in Goa complete the scenery at Devaya Ayurveda Center in Goa. Naturopathy becomes a way of life at this Ayurvedic paradise that brings together the essential elements of Panchakarma treatments with yoga, meditation, music, lifestyle correction, diet planning and medicines for tourists. The center has been designed on the science of Vastu Shastra that adds to the harmony of the overall rejuvenation process. Goa is always one of the leading places in India which tempts tourists from across the world. Besides being a destination for vacation, Goa is growing as one of the international hub of medical tourism. People seek to go to Goa in order to heal from within due to its natural environment. The government in the recent decade is taking up initiatives in order to pull tourists from across the globe to Goa as one of the healing grounds. Though, due to lack of direct flights from most parts of the world and less experienced private hospitals adds up to its disadvantages. The government has recently chalked out a plan to build a 300 acres Medicity at New Chandigarh. Different hospitals in the state of Punjab are now coming up with unique facilities by which patients can be healed within a short span of time. To name one of the growing hospitals that seek to promote medical tourism is Indus Valley Super Speciality Hospital. Ludhiana is one of the biggest districts in the Indian state of Punjab. This district, with its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty, attracts tourists from far and wide. It is also a hot spot for global medical tourists owing to its world-class infrastructure and excellent medical facilities. The authorities have teamed up with many leading hospitals to promote medical tourism in the state. The availability of the latest treatment technology in cancer, known as cytotron therapy, is one of the main attractive features of medical tourism in Ludhiana. Apart from this treatment, many other treatments like brain surgeries and hip replacement therapies are also carried out in Ludhiana hospitals. All these facilities are available at a fraction of the cost when compared to other countries. Ludhiana is easily accessible through a wide network of roads, railways and airways. One can enjoy a wonderful vacation and at the same time be physically and mentally rejuvenated with a trip to Ludhiana. Chennai, the capital city of Tamil Nadu state, is one of the rapidly growing cities in India. This city, which boasts a rich cultural heritage, attracts many visitors from around the globe. The highly sophisticated medical facilities available here have made Chennai a favorite destination for medical tourists from around the world. The multi-speciality hospitals that boast the most modern facilities, dedicated medical professionals and treatments which are at par with international standards are the highlights of Chennai medical tourism. Chennai offers high quality treatment facilities at very low cost, and this is one of the major highlights of Chennai medical tourism. Over here one can get immediate medical attention as there are no insurance issues or lack of qualified doctors. One can also get personalized care from trained professionals for those who are aged or critically ill. Mumbai is one of the biggest cities in India and has a prominent place in the world tourist map. This city is the center of all business and medical activities in the country and so can be considered as an ideal destination for medical tourists around the world. Mumbai medical tourism boasts a large number of highly qualified medical professionals and state-of-the-art medical facilities. Mumbai medical tourism offers excellent medical services at comparatively cheaper rates. Delhi is the capital city of India and a popular tourist destination that is thronged by millions of visitors on a yearly basis and is one of the most historic cities of the world. Delhi has many tourist attractions that will definitely capture the interest of the inquisitive traveler. Delhi also has many world-class and reputed hospitals which provide exemplary services in the field of medical care. Delhi is an eclectic mix of the old and new worlds, and this is what reflects in Delhi medical tourism too. While there are a number of hospitals of international standards, one can also find many not so sophisticated medical professionals who follow many traditional methods of treatment. Over here one can expect world-class medical services at a price which is comparatively cheaper. Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal and home to a rich cultural heritage. The city, which has a rich historic background, is a haven for tourists worldwide. Kolkata also hosts a large number of world-class medical institutes which employ highly trained professionals from around the world. Kolkata medical tourism is popular as the state provides high-quality medical care at extremely lowest prices. The people are well educated and many top-notch educational and medical institutes are situated here. The quality of health care and the facilities provided in the city has popularized Kolkata medical tourism to a great extent. Medical facilities in the city lack the long waiting queues and insurance formalities that you can face at foreign hospitals. The hospitals also employ highly qualified medical professionals who cater to the needs of the visitors. The hospitals also provide amenities like translator services so that foreign patients are at ease. The leading destinations of medical tourism in the country are Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, New Delhi, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra. Due to the establishment of some of the earliest medical schools in the southern states of India, healthcare infrastructure available here is of high standards. This also resulted in the creation of a pool of clinical schools and entrepreneurial skills made available to a medical tourism industry to help facilitate growth at a faster pace than the rest of the states. India is one of the most vibrant markets for the growth of medical tourism. It is estimated that by 2015, the annual growth is expected to rise by 30%. There are many strengths and weaknesses too of promoting medical tourism in India. The strength of medical tourism are, firstly, India offers holistic healthcare addressing the mind, body and soul with yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, allopathy and other traditional Indian systems of medicine. Tourists travel India for rejuvenation promised by yoga and Ayurveda. Secondly, India holds a strong reputation in advanced healthcare segment, that is cardiovascular surgery and organ transplant and eye surgery countries, along with the diversity of tourist destinations. Thirdly, India offers a vast array of services and customized medical packages along with the cultural warmth which other countries of the world cannot even think of. Therapeutic treatments in India is offered at lower cost than any other nation of the world. Tourist air ticket cost and place for accommodation, irrespective of the possibility that they are placed up in extravagance inn, won't be more than their cost in USA or UK. Patients will have the capacity to spare no less than half of their expense if they pick India over other developing nations. An expected 150,000 of those go to India for low-cost medicinal services each year. Fourthly, improved services with low cost. In India, world-class medical services are available at comparatively low cost. Some of the most reputed private hospitals are equipped with the latest technologies and are affiliated with Johns Hopkins and Harvard School. The most well-known treatment looked for in India by medical tourists is alternative medical system, bone marrow transplant, cardiac bypass, eye surgery and hip substitution. Fifthly, presence of well-trained medical practitioners, English-speaking staff, presence of alternative healing systems, availability of specialized healing centers, as well as receiving services at a third world price. The major pull factors that tempt tourists are best medical facilities along with experienced doctors. Though the strength of the medical tourism in India are alluring tourists from across the globe, there are also a few weaknesses which must be dealt with deeply before promoting medical tourism in India. The weaknesses that follow the same issue as noted by Don and Paul are: number 1, lack of infrastructural facilities like lack of connectivity, lack of coordinating system, poor power supply and poor water supply. Number 2, most Indian hospitals are also facing the lack of trust among the foreign patients. The hospitals have observed poor hygiene awareness in medical attendance, unhygienic food handling and lack of proper hospitality services, heterogeneous pricing of services and no industry standards. Number 3, the government can play a vital part to upgrade the medical tourism sector, but the industry is facing the following problems which are caused by the governments. They are: no regulations, taxation anomalies, bureaucratic roadblocks, no works on land reforms, lack of long-term investor-friendly policies, and instability with respect to tourism and communal tensions. On the part of insurance and allied services, the medical tourism industry in India is also facing some key bottlenecks. They are: inadequate insurance cover, underdeveloped insurance market in India, insurance frauds, and overseas companies refusing reimbursement. The following challenges due to the infrastructural parts in the medical tourism sector in India are: poor accessibility, lack of capital, lack of community participation and awareness, lack of involvement from rural sector, lack of concern for sustainability, complex visa procedures, lack of good language translators, and poor airport facilities. Finally, apart from these, there are some specific issues to promote medical tourism in India. They are: quality accreditations to the Indian hospitals and service providers, training and development to the doctors, nurses, and paramedical staffs, lack of customer-oriented approach. Apart from all these weaknesses, the concept of medical tourism can indeed be enlarged within a country like India. It can be noted that the development of medical tourism in India helps for the advancement of foundation of healing centers, promotion of medical science, increase of national wage, work opportunities, and urbanization. The government must take up bold steps to further the promotion of medical tourism in India by properly formulating policies in order to minimize or diminish the adverse impacts of medical tourism in India. Moreover, India's administration must look forward to reduce social inequalities so that disparities between the rich and the poor, rural and urban gets eradicated and a healthy environment can be promoted for people across the globe. Thank you.